The bigger the fame, the more gloriously they fall. We have seen many mighty rappers who worked hard and succeeded, but vanished in a jiffy. Here, you will learn how their careers ended. Because fame is a strange game, you will witness how one mistake can end a successful career. Many rappers came into the limelight, looked promising, and were compared to established stars, but often they vanished due to some silly mistakes. This is a video about rap life, how they reached the top, and which mistakes can entirely ruin their lives. Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch, with 1 Grammy Award, 1 BET Award, over 3 billion views, and 15 Billboard hits in his achievement, is ready to challenge the big names like Drake, Post Malone, and Maroon 5. People are realizing something big is about to happen in the rap world when they see Roddy Ricch. He came from Compton, a tough place known for its tough people. Roddy wasn't into school much. He liked the streets better. That's where he joined a gang, got a tattoo, and did some not so great things. But music was his way out. He loved listening to guys like Lil Wayne and Meek Mill. One day, he rapped for Kendrick Lamar, a big-time rapper. Kendrick told him he could be something cool if he stuck with music. At 16, Roddy got into serious trouble. His involvement with the Notorious Gang and some incidents resulted in Roddy's mom kicking him out of the home, and he faced brief jail time. But he decided to change the course of his life. He started making beats and dropped a mixtape called Feed the Streets in 2017. People liked it, and he got famous. In 2018, he released a song called Die Young. It was deep, about a friend who died too soon. Roddy's music mixed trap beats, honest lyrics, and a southern flair that folks loved. But then, he lost his way. In August 2019, he got arrested for a serious accusation: domestic violence. This means he was accused of hurting his girlfriend, Aelia. They said he did this at his fancy home in Los Angeles. He didn't stay in jail for long and paid a $50,000 fine. The charges against him dropped because they didn't have proof against him. In April 2020, Minotti had a baby. This baby was Rich's child. Then, on February 21st, 2021, while making a music video with another rapper named 42 Dugg, things got dangerous. Someone started shooting, and 3 people got hurt. But Rich and 42 Dugg were okay. They didn't get hurt. Later, a rapper named OMB Peasy got charged with the shooting. The troubles are still coming on Roddy Ricch way. On June 11th, 2022, Rich got into more problems. He and his friends got stopped at a security spot near Citi Field. The police found a loaded gun, lots of bullets, and a big magazine. They charged Rich with having an illegal gun, a big bullet holder, and other gun stuff. Amidst all these problems, fans can see his decline when he finally came back with an album in 2020. It didn't impress like before. He tried again in 2021, but it still didn't hit the mark. Now, in 2023, he's teasing new songs, but people aren't as excited. Roddy Ricch, once a rising star, is in a tough spot, but he is still trying. Will he fade away or regain his position again? Only time will tell. The Game. One more Compton, California guy, and one more similar story. Deep in Compton, on a November day in 1979, The Game's tale started. Jason Terrell Taylor, as known as The Game, is our central character. He was born into a world where street life was the everyday backdrop. His parents, George Taylor and Lynette Baker, were part of the infamous Crips gang. Their home was in Santana Block, a neighborhood controlled by the Crips. But young Taylor would later walk a different path. In his family, dysfunction was the norm. His older half-brother, George Taylor III, also known as Big Phase 100, was a leader in the rival gang, Cedar Block Piru Bloods. Life got complicated for The Game and his brother when they were put into foster care. School wasn't much of an escape either. Compton High School was meant for learning, but the streets offered a different kind of education. As the early 2000s rolled in, The Game seemed destined for trouble. He was deeply involved in the drug trade and deeply connected to his gang. His upbringing had shaped him into a person who walked a perilous path. In Compton's heart, amidst the chaos, The Game's journey had just begun. He wanted to change the course of his life. In 2000, the rapping world was emerging, so he decided to give it a try. The Game had written 6 songs for another artist's new album, like West Side Story and Special. He created the ideas and lyrics for these tracks, but didn't openly admit it. The Game was a talented rapper, but struggled as a songwriter. He often switched his style, sometimes saying provocative things and then taking them back. He got involved in many feuds with other rappers. These feuds created more headlines than his music, making it hard to know who he truly was. As the years went by, the game got into more and more conflicts, engaging in verbal battles to stay in the spotlight. He'd often start fights with other artists and then make up with them later. But this constant need for drama made it hard for the game to define who he really was. He'd change his mind, support one artist today, and diss them tomorrow. This inconsistency kept him in the upper ranks of hip-hop, but also created confusion about his true self. He battled with legends and newcomers, leaving a trail of chaos and headlines. He didn't seem to mind the attention, saying that critics were just part of his career's grand story. But deep down, he knew that his legacy was becoming more about feuds than music. He knew that he needed to break free from this cycle and create music that connected with people beyond the drama. The past also haunts him, and he couldn't leave the person of the past. Result, in 2005, a concert altercation led to a jaw-dropping $22 million lawsuit. Disorderly conduct charges in 2005 ended with mall chaos and $5 million in damages. In 2007, allegations of gun threats led to a 60-day jail term. 2011 saw Canada's refusal due to alleged gang ties, and 2012 brought a $4.54 million lawsuit from rapper 40 Glock. In 2016, a $7.1 million judgment resulted from a sexual assault case. Lastly, in 2017, a no-contest plea led to probation, community service, and counseling after an off-duty officer altercation. Change is hard, especially when controversy becomes your trademark. The game, once a rising star, now walks the line between staying relevant and earning respect. Before revealing the next rapper who ruined career from own hands, I want to let you know about our platform Viral Balls, where you will get deep insights and unique news about celebrities. We are working hard to provide you with a detailed story and diverse narratives. Kindly just like and subscribe to our channel and stay up to date by just clicking the notification bell. Azealia Banks. In the heart of Manhattan, a star was born. Azealia Amanda Banks, born on May 31st, 1991. Her story is a thunderous journey from a troubled childhood to the dazzling lights of the music world. Growing up, she faced difficulties. Azealia was raised by her single mother in Harlem. She faced the early passing of his father. His father was no more when she was just 2 years old due to pancreatic cancer, but the troubles didn't end there. Her mother turned abusive, using both harsh words and physical violence. Despite this, young Azealia discovered her passion for music and the arts. She embraced musical theater, dance, acting, and singing. At 16, she even performed in a musical called City of Angels. Though she tried her hand at acting auditions, they didn't lead anywhere. Her dream of becoming a recording artist burned brighter than ever. She started creating rap and R&B songs, using them as a way to express herself. She left high school to chase her musical ambitions. Using the name Miss Banks, she released her first track, Gimme a Chance, in 2008. Her music reached the ears of DJ Diplo, setting her on a path towards fame. Banks began at XL Recordings, but creative differences led to her departure. She dropped the Miss Bank Dollar name and turned to YouTube. But when her visa expired in Canada, she had to work at a strip club in New York to get by. In 2011, her debut single, 212 Inches, rocked Europe's charts. Banks then collaborated with artists like Paul Epworth and Scissor Sisters, leading to her mixtape Fantasia. In 2013, her debut album, Broke with Expensive Taste, arrived, but it came with its share of troubles, including a split with Universal Music Group. She also tried her hand at acting, starring in Love Beats Rhymes. Banks signed a $1 million deal with Entertainment One and released tracks like Anna Wintour and Treasure Island. Then her life takes a horrible turn. In October 2019, Azealia Banks revealed she'd perform as Azilka in the former Soviet Union. Then, in a startling turn, she announced in August 2020 her plan for a documented euthanasia, which means she will end her life. love brought its own mysteries. In February 2021, she declared her engagement to Roddy Ricch, leading to an unconventional audio sex tape sold as an NFT, later ending abruptly in March. Her health journey held secrets too. She admitted to skin lightening and shared her miscarriage in December 2016. Mental health struggles loomed large, with legal orders for treatment and whispers of bipolar disorder. Banks was no stranger to controversy, clashing with public figures on social media and airlines alike, even boycotting entire countries. But the most enigmatic moments involved her videos about witchcraft and a baffling incident with her deceased pet cat. This all ruined her career, and the love of fans became hate. Vanilla Ice, one more ruined career, but different story. The prominent figure of 90s rap music Vanilla Ice gave us Ice Ice Baby, World is Still Dancing, appreciating and some despising his creation. Ice Ice Baby, undoubtedly the most popular song of the 90s era. Robert Matthew Van Winkle, famously known as Vanilla Ice, is an American rapper. He was born in Texas, and he also acted in movies and hosted TV shows. The first album, Hooked of Vanilla Ice, released in 1989. The first album is decent, but his second album created havoc in the rap musical arena. To the extreme, his second album became the fastest-selling hip-hop album at the time. This album included his famous songs Ice Ice Baby and a cover of Play That Funky Music. Ice Ice Baby was the first hip-hop song to top the Billboard charts, but Vanilla Ice had regrets about his deal with SBK Records. They wanted him to have a more commercial look and even made up stories about him without his knowledge. He had a challenging childhood, moving between Dallas and Miami after his parents divorced when he was young. Ice got into hip-hop early, influenced by the movement's poetry. He was even a breakdancer and used to perform on the stage. His music career began when he dared to go on stage at a South Dallas nightclub called City Lights. He impressed the crowd and started performing regularly there. Ice opened for famous acts like NWA, Public Enemy, and MC Hammer. However, his success came with challenges. He was once stabbed outside City Lights. Suge Knight, a record producer, threatened him to sign over the rights to his music. SBK Production also sabotaged his image without his consent, but he is also the reason for his vanishing career. August 8, 1988, a significant date, marked the start of a puzzling journey for Ice. He faced arrest in South Dallas for illegal drag racing. In 1990, he encountered threats of copyright infringement due to samples from Queen and David Bowie's Under Pressure. Legal disputes led to a secretive resolution. June 3, 1991, took him into the clutch of the law in Los Angeles. Charges of firearm possession arose after he threatened a homeless man with a pistol over a silver chain. The 21st century begins, so the new challenges for Vanilla Ice when he almost lost his fame. In 2001, he was arrested in Davie, Florida, for assaulting his wife during an argument in a speeding truck. Vanilla Ice later admitted that he pulled her hair, leading to probation and family therapy. Ice's strange journey continued. On April 10, 2008, in Palm Beach County, he faced a battery charge for allegedly kicking and hitting his wife, a case that took unexpected turns before the charges were dropped. February 2015 added another chapter to his complex narrative: residential burglary and grand theft charges involving stolen furniture, a pool heater, and bicycles from a seemingly empty Florida home. A plea deal led to community service and restitution. Vanilla Ice got the perfect start, but his rap career ended very disappointingly. Bow Wow. At the age of just 13, Bow Wow emerged into the music scene and got the people's appreciation and stardom. His Dream Start collaboration with Snoop Dogg and his debut album, Beware the Dog, were massive. The selling numbers tell an impressive story. With millions of subscribers and followers on social media, Bow Wow became a giant in the world of rap. His upcoming albums are good, but his career took some unexpected turns, much like a song that changes its tune. Bow Wow's girlfriend Olivia turned to court for their child support. He was ordered by the court to pay a staggering $3,000 every month, but surprisingly, Bow Wow announced that he was broke and had just $1,500 in his bank account. This revelation baffled everyone because his albums earned millions. Then, on February 2019, Bow Wow found himself under arrest in Atlanta, Georgia, charged with battery following a confrontation with a woman. It was a murky situation, both parties bearing minor injuries, the aggressor uncertain. Both were charged and sent to the Fulton County Jail. Eventually, Bow Wow walked free, his release secured by an $8,000 signature bond. But the drama didn't end there. In the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, on January 15, 2021, Bow Wow drew widespread criticism for performing maskless at a Houston nightclub before an apparently maskless crowd. His defense was as mystifying as ever. He claimed he had appeared for a friend's birthday and performed just one song, Like You, unpaid. He insisted he wore his mask after the performance. Bow Wow also wanted to become a wrestler, and his altercation between wrestlers kept him in the limelight. It seems like a talented musician lost the path and got distracted with his motive. Kindly let us know what are your thoughts about these rappers, and who is your favorite rapper, and which song of these rappers you like the most.